Hello, welcome to Gateway to Taiwan. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Brian. I'll be your host. I am the Accelerator Program Manager of AppWorks. My colleague will give an introduction to AppWorks later. But before we begin, let's have an intro from Joseph Huang, who's a partner at Headline Asia.
Hi guys, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you all for the Taiwan people to come over to Japan. We've been doing this for the last 19 years. We did one time in 2018 in Taipei, and then we kept on going from there, and I really appreciate the turnout. We have a great panel. These guys that I've seen grow up and from getting their first jobs into space and then now actually hosting and running these things, so we're very excited about this. Alan, Brian, Kyle, thank you guys so much for putting this on, and we're actually very excited about the startups that are going to be pitching. Hopefully we'll excite you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. All right, so we have some very exciting pitches from innovative Taiwanese startups today. Before we begin, I just want to quickly invite each partner from Taiwan. There's 4 of us total here to just give a brief introduction on what we do in Taiwan. So if you ever need any resources within Taiwan, you can come reach out. We have a pavilion over there. Welcome to come grab some cool swag. So first and foremost, let me invite Alan John, Director at Startup Island, Taiwan.
Thank you, Brian. How are you doing? Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? And I'll wait for the slides to come up, but there we go. As Brian mentioned, representing Startup Island, Taiwan, and working with other partners here today, and also IVS and Headline Asia. But at the same time, as you can see, a lot of the companies around and come here are from Taiwan, but also have a lot of operations here in Japan. So for us at Startup Island Taiwan, representing the startup ecosystem, we are supported by the National Development Council of Taiwan. And the National Development Council is a forward planning agency, similar to JETRO or METI here in Japan. And so for us, we support outbound and inbound programs for international companies to come to Taiwan, or for Taiwan companies to go overseas, such as markets here in Japan. What we do are a few items, but I tell you, I'm going to share a little bit about the innovation and why Taiwan is a place for Japanese startups to focus on in the future if you ever have overseas ambitions. At the same time, Taiwan has a lot of innovative, I guess you say powerhouse industries, but I think AI, semiconductors, and research and development is what the highlights are. At the same time, many corporations do aim for Taiwan to be their market. So just as some of the Fortune 500 you see here on the stage are doing it, we do have a lot that we would like to share. These are a couple examples, but going forward, I can share why they chose it. And the reason they did chose Taiwan is because there's a lot of work-life balance, IP protection, healthcare innovativeness, but also the talent pool in Taiwan is quite high. In that respect, Taiwan's education system, it ranks one highest for STEM activities and research. So with that, we would like to share a couple of reasons. These main reasons are why we choose Taiwan. You can choose your own, but IP rights are kind of the highlight. Going forward, Startup Island Taiwan, along with the other agencies, this information from Taiwan Institute of Economic Research does highlight the growth in Taiwan's startup ecosystem. As you can see, from 2015 to 2023, there was a great increase of startup and also unicorns. The investment amounts has grown, and due to a lot of the inputs of resources, those inputs of resources have shown the growth of Taiwan's startup ecosystem. Now, the activities that Taiwan startups do go to, and this does work with Economic Affairs and Science and Technology, who operate Taiwan Tech Arena and Startup Terrace. Those activities do go to the US, throughout Asia, and Europe, but at the same time, we work with all those agencies, the same companies, such as CES, TechSauce, IVS, including Web Summit and Collision, some major conferences, including Sushi Tech also. Now, for Japan in total, though, we do have a lot of activities, which I'll highlight going forward. Since 2022 to currently, we've had a host of activities. Mostly, we've attended IVS since 2017. I believe Brian over there attended first IVS in Kanazawa, and he was over there, but at the same time, myself have participated in IVS the last 2 to 3 years, in Taipei for beta, but also here in Kyoto the last 2 years. But in addition, we do participate at Sushi Tech. We do host our own activities in Japan, Tokyo, but we also participate in Fukuoka and also Hokkaido and also throughout Osaka. So our engagement with Japan is quite high, and here's just a quick timeline. come join us. My partners will share some items with you for Japan-Taiwan Summit in September. Reach out. God bless everyone. Happy September or July 4th yesterday. I'm done. Let's do it. Come on, guys.
Thank you, Alan, for that awesome intro on Startup Island, Taiwan. Next, I want to invite up Nick from CDIB, VC out in Taiwan, to give a quick intro.
皆さんこんにちは。私は Nick です。Good morning, everyone. I'm Nick from CDIB, Capital Innovation Accelerator, or you can call it CCIA. And CCIA is a subsidiary company of CDIB Financial Holding Company. We have 4 main businesses, including insurance, banking, venture capital, and security. And let's go back to CCIA. For more than 7 years, we have been dedicated to investing early stage startups across Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Southeast Asia. And our limited partners including Line, Guangda Computer, Advantech, and Phison Telecom. And we also manage Alibaba Taiwan Entrepreneur Fund as well. And this partnership enables us to offer valuable corporate resources to our portfolio companies. And from this investment experience, we've learned that the key to succeed for startups is not only product, not only operation skills, but market selection. A report from PwC highlights that Japan is an ideal first-step country for Taiwanese startups aiming to go global, especially because its market size, friendliness, and overall cultural similarities. On the other hand, we also see more and more Japanese companies are exploring to other Asian markets. So that's the reason why we established our Tokyo Innovation Hub last March in Shinjuku. And we believe by this approach, we can build a solid ecosystem in the coming years. And here are some photos from our event. We regularly invite entrepreneurs, venture capital, and community leaders to share with their industrial insights. And we also offer a series of entrepreneurial lessons to our startups. And the topics cover from how to pitch to Japanese VCs, how to set up a business in Japan, and how to hire locally. And we recognize that the hands-on experience are really crucial and valuable for entrepreneurs. So we regularly invite entrepreneurs to our hub to share with their incredible journey from 0 to 1. And this year, we are raising a new fund, CDIB Innovation Cross-Border Fund. And it mainly targeting at Taiwanese, Southeast Asia, and Japanese companies. And we focus on 3 high-growth sectors, including mobile commerce and AI blockchain, digital transformation. And it could be seen everywhere in this generation. On the other hand, we partner with a lot of parties, like incubators, communities, and some financial providers. We aim to be global startup innovation platform. And we believe by all of this holistic approach, we can help startups weather the storm when they are going to other countries. And here is our introduction. If you are interested in doing cross-border business, or if you have any questions, please contact us later. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Nick. Next, we have the leading startup media and also the organizer of the biggest startup festival in Taiwan, Meet, Kyle.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. And thanks for IBS to have us here, especially give Taiwanese startups this kind of opportunity to explore and introduce themselves. This is Kyle from Meet. Meet is a startup community and service platform supported by Taiwanese leading tech media business next. What do? First thing, we do startup media with 3 different kind of languages. In the beginning, we only have Chinese version and English version. And since last year, we started to do the Japanese startup news media. Actually, we're not very good at Japanese, but thanks to AI and ChatGPT, so we made it. Not only the media business, we also organize some events or programs for startups. For example, we have a startup global program for Taiwanese startups to go abroad. Just like this time, there are 8 outstanding Taiwanese startups coming with us to Tokyo, then to IVS. We're happy to share our network of VC and corporates or startup supporting services to them and help them to knock on the first door to the Japanese market. And we also organize big exhibitions in Taiwan, like Meet Taipei and Meet Greater South. And for example, in our exhibition also welcomes global startups to participate. For example, last year's Meet Taipei, we have at least 100 global startups of the total 500 vendors of the show. So we will provide booth activities and also some tours about Taiwanese startup ecosystems for global startups, and it's all free. And we'll also create a Meet Online startup database on our website, so it's built in Chinese and English. It's easier for you guys if you want to explore and find some Taiwanese startups with potential to work with. You can check on this website. So this is us. Feel free to reach out to us at our booth nearby the entrance. Thanks.
Thank you, Kyle. And next up, I want to introduce my colleague, Anne, the Director of Investor Relations at AppWorks, to share a little more about AppWorks.
Thanks, Brian. I've done this so many times to our prospect LPs, but I just realized I haven't done this to the general public before. So thanks for coming here. We're AppWorks, so we're a regional venture capital and also accelerator in Taiwan. And so our mission started very simple. We started to support the founders in Taiwan and then within this region to help them disrupt the world. So today, we were founded in 2009, and then after 16 years passed, we have grown into a regional VC. So not just only in Taiwan, but also in Southeast Asia, and gradually we're becoming more present in also north part of Asia. We've seen a lot of our founders starting to grow interest in Japan, so that's why also this time we're bringing here them in Japan today. So after 16 years, actually built the Asia's largest founder ecosystem here. So with more than 500 active startups and more than 1,700 founders within this network. So essentially, we have become a comprehensive platform to empower founders with our accelerator community. We also have VC funds to provide them with funding support, and also with talent support that we created with our school initiatives. So that has enabled our VC fund to track and also access the most promising founders within this region. So in a nutshell, what AppWorks does, so essentially we have established into a comprehensive platform to help the founders. So we started as an accelerator in Taiwan, and now we still do it every half year. So every half year we take in around 30 startups to our equity-free and also fee-free accelerator. And now we are doing our batch 29 in the following year. So now it has established into a very tightly knitted ecosystem. And then we later also started our VC funds. So in 2012, we started to raise our first VC funds. And then now with 4 funds raised and more than $350 million under our management. Later in 2016, our founders also told us that it's very hard for them to find quality software engineer talent. So that's when we decided to also do a software engineer bootcamp. So from 2016 till nowadays, we have trained more than 1,000 software engineers and then supplied these talents to the founders within our ecosystem. And then finally, instead of viewing the partners with the competitive relationship with other VC funds, we actually partner with them. So we have now more than 25 VC funds in our partnerships. We invested them as a GPLP relationship, and then we partner with them to syndicate, to source deals, and then most importantly, to co-create value for the founders within this region. So in a nutshell, whatever founders need, we provide for them. When they need community, we have accelerator. They need funding, we have VC funds. And then when need talent support, we also have our school to provide them with the whole total solution support. And it has turned out to be quite magnificent. So now within our ecosystem, there are more than 563 startups within active, and then more than 1,700 founders co-creating more than 23,000 job opportunities, and also co-creating annual revenue at 17 billion, and then total value at 33 billion. So we're very happy to be here, and then today we'll be bringing 5 of our portfolios and also accelerator alumni to showcase them at this event. And then we'll be at the Gateway to Taiwan booth, so come to talk to us if you want to know more about Taiwan and also AppWorks. I'll hand over the mic back to Brian. Thanks.
All right, intro's done. Now the fun part, why you guys are all here, the startup pitches. So today we have 15 Taiwan startups doing 90-second pitches. So they'll be pitching very quick in succession. And then if you're interested in chatting with any of them, you can come to the Taiwan booth in the middle over there later. And then after the pitching session, we have a panel of 3 startups that have done some business in Japan to share more about the challenges, the learning experiences, as a Taiwanese startup coming to Japan. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to our first founder.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Tom from Ubitus. Ubitus was founded in 2012 by a Taiwanese entrepreneur, Wesley Kuo. We headquartered in Tokyo, and we operate R&D center in Taipei. We started to provide cloud gaming solution to Nintendo, and we built our own data center in Japan, equipped with over 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs. And in 2022, we started leverage our computing power to develop the AI solutions. And in March this year, we have received the investment from NVIDIA. Here's our business domains. Here's our partners across the globe. And in cloud gaming, we developed the patented technology to stream rich content. And now over 1,000 AAA games are using our solutions. In AI, we are developing multimodal AI model. And we offer 4 solutions at this point. UBGPT, that's a large language model specialized in Asian languages. UB1, it's an interactive AI virtual character. UBArt, that is a image generation tool. And UBAnchor, it's an AI broadcaster that can broadcast the news 24/7. So if you guys are interested, please let us know. And otherwise, thank you very much. And you have a great rest of the day at the event.
Hi everyone, I'm Casper from Deno. I'm the dentist, and I'm a CEO and founder of Deno. We are the software provider for dental support organization, DSO, from Taiwan to the world. We aim to address the 5 aspects of the dental industry, like patient data, or operation, or dental material, education, and insurance. For patient data and clinic management, we provide our cloud-based dental HIS is a practice management system, and we also provide a generative AI, dental.ai, can generate the treatment plan for dentists in only 3 minutes. And for the dental material, we already launched the biggest e-commerce platform for dentists in Taiwan. And for education, we provide online and offline training center in Taipei, Taiwan. And for insurance, we provide our AI solution. With our AI can determine the severity of dental disease for dentists, for patient, and for insurance company. We can provide a total solution for insurance company from the beginning, the application stage, and the medical service stage, and the final stage is claim stage. And we are looking for the opportunity to collaborate with university in advanced country like Japan, United States, or Canada. So we are just launched our Series A fundraising, and we are looking for the strategy partner who can help us to become the #1 DSO company in Asia and in expanding to the world. OK, 以上です。よろしくお願いします。
皆さんこんにちは。SGAI Tech スペシャルアシスタントのテイ・ジャクトと申します。Hello everyone, I'm the special assistant of SGAI Tech and I will do the pitching by Japanese. それから弊社の技術について紹介します。弊社の技術としては非接触式の生理的パラメータの測定技術です。そして科学的パラメータと物理的パラメータ両方とも測定することはできます。例えばその携帯電話あるいはパソコンのカメラで10秒から30秒でこの6つの生理的パラメータの測定することはできます。科学パラメータとしては血糖値、乳酸値、物理パラメータとしては心拍数、血圧、血中酸素と PPG を測定することはできます。そして弊社の解決策としてはもっと効率的柔軟に生理的パラメータを測定することができることです。そして感染リスクもゼロです。そして、1回の測定で、多数の生理的パラメータを測定することができます。また今、台湾、日本とアメリカの大学と病院と一緒に協力して臨床試験を行っています。台湾では、台北医学大学、長庚病院などと協力して臨床試験を行っています。そして日本の筑波大学と一緒に協力して、日本で臨床試験を行っています。日本では、今年年末の時 PMDA を取る予定です。そしてアメリカではそのハーバード大学と一緒に協力して臨床試験を行っています。また弊社の技術としても国際的なジャーナリストにも発表しました。そして競合相手としては、今競合相手としてはその物理パラメータの測定技術だけで、弊社だけがその物理パラメータと科学的パラメータ両方とも測定することができる技術を持っています。以上です。ありがとうございます。
Okay. Hi, everyone. How many people here who know someone has a cancer? Please show me your hand. Thank you. We are cancer-free biotech. We are here to revolutionary the fight against the cancer. When patient diagnosed with cancer, doctor will follow the standard treatment. It's a one-size-fits-all solution. Patient has tried the treatment using their own body through trial and error. Let me share with you how can we help one of our patients in the real world. Let's take a look at this image. The center of here is a tumor. Tumor is only 4 centimeters large, but it's almost half of the size, which means entire head is about 8 centimeters. So the image is not for adult, it's not for children, it is for baby. The baby was born with a very deadly disease, one of brain tumor. After baby was born, received a surgery and the standard treatment, the chemotherapy. Of course, the baby tumor didn't get in control. So what can we do? We collect a baby's blood sample, using our platform to create a physical tumor avatar in the lab, test multiple treatments outside the patient without hurting the baby. That we find out that one of target therapy very effective, when doctor start treating the baby. Just 2 weeks ago, baby just had his 3 years old birthday cake. The reason we can make this miracle happen because we have this cancer cell specific cultural system. All we need is patient's blood sample. Through our system, we can create a physical tumor avatar to test multiple treatment outside the patient. In next 10 years, personalized precision medicine is inevitable trending. So join us as a partner, as an investor. Together, we can make this world cancer-free. My name is Paul, CEO of Cancer Free Biotech. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, everyone. We are ON Tech, and we study transactions. Every day, there are billions of transactions. But there are very special goodwill transactions where the payer don't get anything in return, or when they do, they are not paying the fair market value. What do I mean? If you look at this T-shirt, the market value is $5 US, $10 US. But if I put a picture on it, it becomes $20 US on Amazon. Why is that? Because we study that the emotions and identities, they are the main drivers of purchasing decision today. So that's why they are not consumer transactions. They are used to register feelings or make a statement, or sometimes to make an investment in the future. This is as new as super thanks on a YouTuber, or as a coin deposit in a church 1,000 years ago. You may know this as donations, but we call them ON payments. So this is ON payments, to ON. Everybody knows that here. So we built the first ever platform of this kind. The users on platform, they have donated to charities, churches and temples, political candidates, even street artists and schools, and even the favorite VTuber. So when they do that, what do they expect? We build a completed tool to help them manage the donation on both sides, so that they can make their donations very easily and quickly. So we're building an ecosystem to service the donees and donors. Okay, we've worked with over 1,000 organizations, and over 1 million users in Taiwan have donated to our platform. So thank you. Join us and talk to me on the booth. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul, CEO of Axel. We are a Web3 dating app with over 1.5 million downloads. We provide safe, anonymous matchmaking. We know that matchmaking is a huge market, but it's broken. That they are full of scammers, it's always superficial and lack of engagement. So we use blockchain to verify you are a real human and verify your on-chain data to make your social credibility. And also we allow users to share stories anonymously and get matched to make it more authentic. And we also use AI as icebreaker and wingman to make the interaction so deep and easy. And even you chat more, you earn more crypto token. And now users love us and we are profitable, that we generate over 1 million matches every month, 80,000 transactions every day, and our average revenue per paying user is $38 US, which is 2x higher than the listed company Bumble. So join us if you care about social loneliness and want to build the #1 social fi. Add me on Telegram and X. Thank you so much.
Konnichiwa! Imagine a world that there's no any social applications on your mobile, no Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter, no Discord, no Line, but instead, on any product that you use, or you build, or you invested in, that there's always a native community space that you can engage with each other, to chat, to build connection, to say konnichiwa. That's protocol. At Protocol, we are helping all of the enterprise to build a native Reddit-like space for all the communities to seamlessly connect it on any product. For enterprise, you get more entertainment for your users, you get more revenue, you get more engagement. For users, you get connections. Over the previous year, we got an amazing journey. We got around 6,000 times of growth mainly from media and e-commerce. And we got also one of the biggest media in Taiwan working with us. That's why I'm now in Japan, because we want to expand to Japan. We want to help Japanese company to grow by protocol. So if you have a product, you want to have more native communities, come to our space, come to talk to us. And this is the last 5 seconds. You can take the picture. Thank you. I'm Howie, CEO of Protocol.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Vinek from Ocard. Ocard is an AI-powered loyalty, CRM, and marketing total solution specially designed for offline physical stores. We've integrated all kinds of functions and applications into line official accounts, supported by a comprehensive CRM and AI-driven automation model. And we've already onboarded 6,600 stores in Taiwan, and we have already have 13 million users that have used our service. And Ocard is the most widely used CRM among chain brands in Taiwan, including some famous Japanese company, including like Kura Sushi, Yayoi, and Yoshinoya. But that's not enough for us. That's why we launched Ocard Rewards. Ocard Rewards partner with all kinds of point platforms across all over the world, including convenience stores in Taiwan and mileage programs in Hong Kong and Southeast Asia. So by joining Ocard Rewards, now they can not only issue their own points, they can issue and redeem points from these point platforms all over the world. And the most importantly, they can still use Ocard's CRM or their own CRM to collect, analyze their membership data, and retarget them. We really believe that Ocard Rewards can help clients to drive traffic, not only from their country, but from all over the world. That's why Ocard is striving to build this ecosystem to combine Ocard brand's own CRM and open reward platforms. And we've already expanded to Hong Kong and Southeast Asia, and we're looking forward to expand to Japan this year. Thank you very much. We are Ocard.
皆様こんにちは。私はフェミ株式会社創立者エドワードでございます。私のビジョンは実用性のある AI 考えを導入することです。しかしスマートライフの普及には3大課題があります。あまりにも多いアプリ、設定が複雑、使用が困難。それはAI を活用することで解決できます。こちらが展示ビデオでございます。すみません。ビデオの中で AI は統合された環境を理解し、かつ自主的に操することができます。私のアプリでワンクリックでシーンの設定があります。過去に台湾で1万の以上のユーザー経験積み重ねました。ユーザー増上4倍。今年の売上は700万ドルに達する見込みがあります。私チームは IoT クラウドサービスだけでいます。今は日本と台湾の市場に集中しています。市場の規模は2600万世帯、100億ドルにです。さらなるを考慮を期待しています。ありがとうございます。Thank you so much. Feel free to contact us.
Hello everyone, I'm Adams, CEO and co-founder of Mobago. So we are providing AI service for everyone, especially for enterprises. So start from 2015, we start our company in Silicon Valley. We gather Stanford and Berkeley engineer and data scientists. We generate almost 40 million US dollar revenue this year from providing service for over 10,000 of our brands. So we also in the Series B, so we gather almost another 40 million US dollar this year. So what we provide a simple solution that you collect the data, utilize the data, and visualize the data with easy. So just like the screen, you can chat with your data and generate the BI dashboard immediately. So we are not just providing AI, we also providing data apps, the solution, the data flow, collect the data automatically. And also providing LLM and GPT, so let you chat with your data easily. And we also provide AutoML solution, analyze all the data in accurate. So we are not just about an AI tool, we also create AI ecosystems. So we cooperate with so many of industrial experts, such like supply chain, e-commerce, governments, finance, and manufacturing. So that's why we also cooperate with KDDI and Fujifilm before. So we co-invest in AI ecosystem, which is AI startups. So let's join us together. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Yvonne Lin, the head of marketing at Athme. So Athme is one of the leading identity security provider in Asia, and we focus on AI fraud prevention technology. So AI can be a double-edged sword. So actually in Hong Kong, there was a deepfake scam that a company lost $25 million during a video conference. And Athme aims to prevent these kind of AI fraud attacks. So what we provide is the document OCR verification that can verify the authenticity of the document while perform the face recognition to prevent AI deepfake fraud. So the users can enjoy a 1-minute onboarding experience while reduce 90% of human effort. So what's our secret? Our secret lies in our passive liveness detection, which we analyze the facial depth, the skin texture, and blood flow to make sure the face in front of the camera is a real person. Okay, so we're really honored that Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te also visited our booth for the demonstration of the AI fraud prevention technology. And a little bit about ourselves. Athme is the trusted identity verification partner in Taiwan. We already verified over 3 million verifications worldwide, and this year we are trusted by Taiwan's Ministry of Interior, working on a government EID project. And I'm also excited to share news that we're launching a new product called Offlink, a URL-based no-code integration for the identity verification. So enterprises can launch their digital identity verification services within 1 hour. And we're offering a campaign that's the 1,000 Offlink free exclusive offer only in IBS 2024. So don't hesitate to join us and enjoy the future of secure identity verification. Thank you, everyone.
Minasan, konnichiwa. 私はチューリングスペースの鹿です。私たちは、ブロックチェーンの電子証明書のサービスを提供しています。皆さんご存知ですか？実は AI による、殺傷被害が、10ビリオンドルに、及ぼしています。でこの世から、信頼が失いつつあるんですけど、私たちはこのチューリングサーズという、サービスを提供し始めました。でこのサティフィケートを発行する側は、ホーダーに簡単でかつスピード速く、発行することができるんですね。でホーダーは、認証者に、URL を送ってワンクリックでブロックチェーン上で心眼判定ができるようなサービスを提供しています。で私たちのサービス今10カ国に展開しておりまして、去年日本の子会社が出来上がりました。今、クラウドでいうと、WHO、APEC、あと台湾の、政府機関が使われております。日本でいうと今 DNP 様と IHI 様とアナシステムさんがご活用していただいておりまして、これからも日本政府の、クラウド、のお客様になってもらえると嬉しいなと思っています。で実は、サービスはいろんな業界に展開できるんですけど、病院でいうと、出生証明書、死亡証明書とか、あとは学校でいうと卒業証書にも使われます。私たちはチューリングサーズです。よろしくお願いします。
はい。
still.
这个
对，一直在按。はじめまして、フースコールのローです。私たちは日本、世界、詐欺問題を解決するソリューション企業です。現在ですね、日本の詐欺状況になります。すでに1630億円、たった1年での年間詐欺被害額です。こちらのよく聞く特殊詐欺、オレオレ詐欺、URL からのフィッシング詐欺、これらの問題を私たちは一つのアプリで解決します。こちらの Who's Call アプリ。すでにグローバルで1億件ダウンロードで26億件の東南アジア、東アジアの最大な電話番号データベースを保有しています。これまでですね、各業界の著名人、また政府機関、警察機関と連携して詐欺問題の対策に取り組んでおります。こちらは我々フースコールのアプリ B2C から B2B のソリューションにも提供しています。このソリューションは金融やまた通信、これらのですね、業界に対して既存のサービスのセキュリティをアップグレードするサービスです。我々が持つ機能、データ、また最近の AI のチャット GPT の音声検査、また Web3 などさまざまなデータを共有することができます。もう一つは最近よく聞くメタ社の偽広告の問題です。前澤さん、また多くの著名人の方が勝手に、Facebook の方でですね、画像を使われています。それらの問題を解決するサービスです。一つ言いたいのは、インターネット上で365日パトロールして、怪しいメッセージ、怪しい電話、すべてをブロックします。最後に、こちらは我々のパートナーです。ぜひ皆さんと一緒に詐欺問題を解決して、幸せな世界を作りたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kumar, and I'm presenting Turing Drive to share with you how we seek to redefine mobility through autonomous driving solutions. Turing Drive was founded in 2018. We have around 40 team members. We have local projects in Nagoya, Okinawa, Japan now, and also have partners in US and Asia, including India and Thailand. Our strength comes from our deep knowledge from the transportation, tech, and automotive AI industries as we develop most of our solutions in-house. We are also proud to receive support from industry leaders in logistics, bus manufacturing, mapping, and autonomous driving software, with the latter two being global companies. Turing Drive cooperates with special functional vehicle manufacturers that we convert those vehicles to autonomous, as we help solve the labor shortages issues in Japan. By partnering with us, they can save at least a year and $3.5 million on research and development because of our complete solution. Our business model is structured around three key solutions. We can make vehicle fully autonomous by only added in 25% costs. And our goal is to deploy up to 1,000 vehicles in Japan by 2027. In terms of funding, we have raised 4.5 million capital since establishment, which hopefully, and we are thinking an additional 2 million to complete our 4 million pre-A round, which hopefully will be by the end of this year. And thank you very much. I'm Kuma from Turing Drive. ありがとうございました。
I'll just pitch. Hello, everyone. I'm Vincent from AppWorks. In AppWorks, we do intellectual property protection and we prevent piracy from trademarks and patents. So, what if I told you that the most famous pirate king, Luffy,
his trademark is registered in Europe, but not by Shueisha, but by a Chinese medical company. This kind of piracy happens every year, and it increased 5 times in the past 5 years, the loss. So AppWorks, our solution provided is we have AI search that can help you to know like who is messing with your brand and who is infringing your trademarks all around the world. So for example, like Hello Kitty, if they are like Pussy Kitty, if there are like a sad kitty, like a ghost, if you want to see the demo, we are on 2nd floor, the Open Innovation Lab. So if you are interested in this kind of technology and protecting your intellectual properties, welcome to contact AppWorks. We are from, since 2019, we have helped more than 2,000 brands protect their brands. And we are now looking to join the Japanese market to provide protection to this largest IP country in the world. So thank you and welcome to contact us.
All right. Yes. Thank you guys for sitting through all that. We have a really exciting panel. They're going to set up right now, but let me just introduce. So we have, again, 3 startups that are going to that have successfully entered the Japanese market. So they're going to basically share some of the challenges that they faced, you know, some successful case studies. And so we will start in about a minute. But as we start, let me invite the moderator on stage. So Brian, we have Brian from Headline Asia, principal of Headline Asia. We have Adams again from MoBagel. Adams from MoBagel. We have Yvonne from Othme. And then YW from Turing. All right.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining the panel and all the sessions. And thanks for the sponsor having us here. My name is Brian, your moderator for this session. So I believe that you have all a good sense of what these 3 companies are doing. So I think what I'm going to do is really focus on Japan angles and have 3 companies shared about the challenges and how they see Japan market and what are the tips and the challenges they face in the past several years. Yeah, so actually my first question would be, maybe I'll start with Yvonne. So what's the main motivation behind your first expansion, behind Othme's expansion into Japan? What opportunity do you see?
So, okay. So actually, because we are doing identity verification, and identity verification is RegTech, and when observing the Japan market, we see that Japanese is really cares about security and regulations. So every financial industry and also like second-hand e-commerce like that need these kind of regulations. So the market, the needs of the markets is really huge, and the opportunity is really huge. So that's why we want to enter the market. And because because identity verification varies from countries to countries, so our solution, our technologies are designed to be modularized and adaptability. So we try to enter Japanese market and do a test to see if we can if we can like optimize our solution and localize it like in every country. Yes.
Well, dealing with banks or financial institutions in Japan, good luck. Sounds like fun. Then probably I'll turn to Adam. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about why, what motivates you to expand to Japan, dealing with all these B2B, SMB companies. It's also not an easy job.
Yeah. So I would say it's Japan's market choose us back to 2016. When that time, SoftBank has an innovation program. So they select us as an innovator to bring AI new technology into Japan's market. So by that time, we have a lot of very innovative project with a big company.
I see. Thanks for sharing. Well, Japan choose you, not you choose Japan.
Yeah.
What an awesome story. So maybe Iwei can also tell us a little bit about the touring's Japan angle.
Yeah, I think the main reason we expand to Japan is more like we found out there's a demand that a lot of Japanese companies are still use quite like paper-based solutions, and they spend a lot of time to do the verification or authentication stuff. And we saw the same situation like 3-4 years ago in Taiwan at some times. So by the time we just think of like, okay, if we can replicate the business model and the product into like Japan, it would be a great idea to wrap out the market. And the overall output is also higher than Taiwan. So I think that's the main reason drive us to like expand our market and move into Japan to pick out the empty market that nobody's doing that. Yeah.
I see. So we have 3 business dealing with very picky and conservative Japanese clients. So you must want to know how they tackle their challenges, because I think a lot of Taiwanese people from Taiwan here, we heard a lot about the cultural differences and language barrier, how those challenges prevent us from entering Japan market. So maybe I'll turn to Adam again. Maybe you can share with us some of the interesting story or even the very the terrible experiences, or how before you actually did your first business in Japan.
Yeah, just like I say, we have a innovation program with SoftBank in 2016. So by that time, we are still a very small startup, like within like around 10 people of the team size. So we have a huge like a pilot project with huge company. So it's not a good thing for us at that time, because of a project take like a half year or even longer. So for cash flow wise, it's not so healthy. So we need to do fundraising, so keep our cash flow healthier, like then get the project done by after half years. So will be a very it's a struggle for us by the time.
Got it. Okay, interesting. So then, maybe for Yvonne, we all heard about the long sales cycle in Japan. Well, similar to Taiwan as well. And you're dealing with all the banks. So how long exactly the sales cycle is, and what's the challenges there for go-to-market?
So, actually, I want to share a story about the company. Our journey with the financial institution in Japan. So actually, at first, we have the opportunity to connect with the digital transformation department within the leading financial institution in Japan, but they turned down our meeting invitation because they already have their own solution or they have other partners doing this. So after this, our biggest challenge is that we are trying to get ourselves in the ecosystem. It's really important. So actually for the business dealings for the Japanese culture is actually really a complex network, because it's hard to reach the target audience by your target customer by yourself. You need to navigate the relationship with the system integrator, the distributor, or even the regulator. So what we do is not communicating with the target audience by ourselves, but partner with the local system integrators to try to break through the long sales cycle. Yeah, thank you.
Wow. So hopefully you already kick off the flywheel. It doesn't have to face the same challenge again. So Iwei, you deal with certificate issuers like universities and other organizations. What's your experience around it? Were they very difficult to deal with, super conservative? How was it?
I think it's the same situations that we found in Taiwan, like the education industry is very hard to penetrate through. So I think no matter it's like in Taiwan or Japan, there's also like a very high barriers when we want to enter in those markets. So we change our strategy basically. We target to more like big corporations in Japan that can increase the adoption. So I think like the speech we just do, we actually target like ANA, like DMP or IHI, those like very ancient and prestigious company in Japan that they want to do some digitalization, they want to do some digital transformations, and we help them from there. And in the future, our product is not just for certificates, because it can be implemented into the identity, it can be implemented into the data. That a lot of like Japanese company found there's a pain point to pick out those stuff from the paper-based materials in the company inside. So I think that will be an interesting angle that we get into the market. Yeah.
I see. Thank you. So also, I think I want to just take a step back and talk a little bit about not so business oriented, but rather something cultural or language related, because it's something that as a Taiwanese working in a Japanese firm that I feel every day. So maybe then I'll turn to Yvonne again. So when you first start entering Japan market or trying to secure that customers, do you think this cultural differences or language barriers played an important part for you to do that?
Yes, I do think language barriers is a really crucial part. Yes, so the way that we do is actually investing in seeking for the partners or members that has experience in developing the Japanese market to bridge the gap. Yeah.
Adam, what's your experience around that?
I mean, cultural differences?
Yeah, cultural differences. Any interesting stories within your organization that you can share with us?
Yeah, so I mean, and we have a lot of meeting. So usually, because we are doing B2B business, especially for large enterprises. So there has a lot of colleagues. So usually the meetings for the colleague fully understand what we face into. So when everyone say they agree, then the progress gotta move to another stage. Otherwise, they will figure out every detail. So I think it's very different from the market in US or in Taiwan.
I see. Well then, turn to Yi-Wei, because your company deal with different, I think, universities in US and Taiwan and Japan. Do you have any story that you can share with us? What are the differences and who are the better customers, if you have to choose?
Yeah, that's a tricky question. I would say from a client perspective, of course, the clients in US, they have like much higher approval for the company, and their decision-making process is much faster at the same time. But unfortunately, in the States, they have really restrict compliance issues. So even though they can pick out your product very soon, but you need to deal with them on a lot of, when you touch on my data privacy, how do I submit the document to state governments or the federal governments, and that's quite troublesome. So I think instead, even though they are the good clients, but probably from government perspective, it's not a good choice on that part. I think Taiwan is sitting in the middle. The average payable contract is not that high, but people are willing to pick out some new technology as solutions, or they can do some trial and error. And we know the market well, so I think that's the comfortable part. Japan is a total different market, I would say. So I think our strategy is quite similar to Osme or Mobago. We just hire the local talents here, because we need people who know the key mans. We need people who can speak Japanese and show the Japanese face to talk in a local language, I would say. Especially because Japanese is not easy to pick out. So I think by leverage that, we have a good entry point to at least have a first conversation with them and introduce our product. And in the recent year, we also found out that actually Japanese corporate become more open-minded. They are wanting to talk with foreigner or foreign companies, do some POC first and see what's the outcomes. So I would say if I really need to rank the clients, Japan probably will be a base one right now, given that their overall size, given that their overall compliance-friendly environment. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, from my personal experience, I think Yi-Wei touched at a very good point. I do believe, I do feel the Japanese ecosystem, or be it entrepreneurs or even the shop owners, are being more open. So just to share a little funny story, so I used to go to this yakiniku place in Tokyo, Shinbashi area, for every trip. And so I've been there for 5 years now. And at the beginning, me and the owner can only communicate via cell phone. But now, after Tokyo Olympic, we don't need that anymore. He speaks really good English right now. So I think that's also one sign that the Japan ecosystem is opening up. So back to the panel itself, I think we talk a little bit about the cultural differences. One of the best solutions, probably the best one I would say, is to invest in the Japan talent or invest in the talent, your team member in Japan. So how difficult it is. Do you all have a Japanese employee? Or you do, right? So how difficult it is to find the right person, and what's the secret or the challenges you face when you have a Japanese team member in the team? Maybe we can start with Adam.
Me? Okay. My case is quite tricky. We do recruiting for many years, but as a foreigner like startup, it's not easy to recruit like a local talent here. So for us, we usually, attending all kind of event here and try to make friends. And in the past 2 years, we even do some of M&A like acquisition to acquire the team and the business at once. So that's much easier for us. But even we do M&A is not so easy because of no one know who are you, So they are expecting like a famous, huge company here to acquire them, not a startup, foreign startup making acquisition. So it's still struggling us, but it will be, the way we are doing right now. Yeah.
I see. Maybe you can share a little bit with us as well.
I think Turing has a different nature of the company cultures that can appeal, and also business that can appeal the talents overseas, especially because we do a certificates, right? So we talk a lot of the clients in HR industry, in government industry. So naturally, if we want to find someone that's suitable or the talents in local market, which is accent. So I think it's a little bit easier for us because our business itself is doing like similar business sectors that we have the edge on top of it. But I think the difficult part of hiring Japanese is the compliance here. That once you hire, it's not easy to do a performance like review. You cannot lay off them. You need to afford a lot of like costs behind. I think that's a difficult part instead of like finding people. So I think for the point of view, once we will find the first like Japanese employee, we tend to convert them after they have a performance. But before that, we do the contract base first. So we make sure that we are on the same page, you fit in the company culture, we know you understand the market, you can deliver, then we hire you as a full-time. So I think it's kind of different, that it's quite impossible to do that in Taiwan. Yeah, so.
I see. Thank you. Yvonne, if you have anything?
So actually, it's still really hard for us to find a Japanese talent because we actually don't have one right now. Yeah, now we already have Taiwan's talents that can speak in Japanese. That's our situation right now. So try to break through the situation, and in order to communicate with more Japanese companies, so we tend to find more local partners to facilitate that. Yeah. So now the way that we do is try to have the Taiwanese talents to manage different local partners and to explore more opportunities. Yes.
Do you have anything that you can share? Like I see a lot of founders here. I'm assuming they also want to expand to Japan. When it comes to hiring talent in Japan, what are the most important things that they value? What's the key factor for you to hire them? Is it salary? Is it stock option? Or is company culture? Maybe Yue?
Yeah, I think we are lucky. So we can onboard the talents by our, I would say, the Turing's cultures. And I think we keep using this culture to hire like a lot of like great talents, that senior engineer in like prestigious company into our company to deliver the product. So I think in the current like microeconomics or the dynamics around the world, culture become quite important for young generation, especially like they want to work in somewhere they know they can get promotion instead of like, oh, I need to wait for like 5-10 years, right? And we are performance driven, so once you can deliver, you can get whatever you want. You don't need to like stay in an office level, or like you can work anywhere basically. So I think providing the flexibility, providing a good culture, providing the like non like toxic office politics will be super important for them. And as for salary or stock options, I think it's quite similar in Taiwan. Like if you want to hire talent, of course you need to pay, right? Of course you need to give some incentive for the interest alignment. So yeah, that will be my answer.
Adam, as CEO, do you need to allocate a lot of stock option for your Japanese colleagues, or yeah, Adam?
For sure. They are so important, so we cannot let it go. So we are very generous about whatever the offer, the bonus, and also stock option as well.
So I think we talk about hiring, the importance of having a good team. So before we sort of wrap up this, I think I'd like to invite you guys to share a little bit of a go-to-market strategy. You know, so how did you eventually get your first business done? Is it through the partners and the networks? How did you build that? Yeah, maybe I can add in.
So for me, it's easy. So just like I said before, we penetrate the market through innovation program here. So basically, we are a collector of innovation program, such like SoftBank, NTT Data, Tokyo Metro, many of innovation program are that because we only have a strong in technology, but we don't have a sales channel here. So luckily, for the past few years, the Japanese market very focused and dedicated on startup innovation. So that's how we penetrate the market. Even now, we also provide innovation program with KDDI, Fujifilm now. So yeah.
Yvonne?
So I'll say because in the really initial stage, our target audience is financial industry, and it's really, really hard to get into the market. So we kind of like shift our strategy a bit from the financial industry market to other like digital services, sharing economy market to gain the footholds in the Japanese market. So we shift the strategy and then leverage Taiwan's resource, because we have a really strong Taiwan's ecosystem, no matter it's Meet, AppWorks, Startup Island in Taiwan. Try to use these kind of opportunities and the events to get to know the digital services, the startups in Japan. So that is how we get our success, the first success case in Japan. But still, we're still focusing on financial industry. So that's why I mentioned a lot about like we work with the local partners and seeking for the breakthrough and more opportunities in the future. Yes.
Thank you. Yue, how did you and your company convince those universities to trust your platform? Is this through intermediaries, or it's?
Yeah. I think we actually have an internal joke. We always say that Turing is actually a digital marketing company. By saying that, it's like we try to join as many as competition we can. We try to show our brand name, show our face everywhere in the government events, in incubator, in accelerator, or everything we can do. So by doing that, actually a lot of people, a lot of business units, they recognize our name or recognize like, oh, actually, oh, our founder or our CEO's name. So once we have the conversation, they already have like initial trust level that they are willing to talk with you. They know like, oh, you are not like the funky guy from the overseas, that you don't know whatever you can do, right? So I think that's a unique strategy we always bring in when we want to enter into one like foreign market. So I think that helps a lot. Because right now, even though we haven't really wrapped out a lot of clients in Japan, but when we have the opportunity to talk with like IHI or NAA, it's all through those competition, all through those like network we build during those government-based occasions. So I think that really helps. And also because we are doing a trust tag, so let people understand what we are doing is quite important. Yeah.
So branding from day one, please take note. So with all that, I think I would like to invite Yvonne to maybe just give a few tips for the fellow entrepreneurs maybe sitting here who wanted to also tap into regulated industries such as financial industry, what's the best secrets or tips that you can offer?
The tips I can offer. So first, get into the ecosystem. I think it's really important. You get into the ecosystem to understand your competitors, to understand the regulators. It's really important. And in our company, actually, we have a strategy is that understanding the rules and adapt quickly and innovate constantly. Because first, for foreign companies to enter Japan market, you actually not only need to comply with the regulation, but also exceed the technology right now. Just only innovation and adaptability can make you more success and make you exceed the industry player, the local player. Yes.
Any tips by Yi-Wei?
That's a good question, actually. I think I will still circle back to the previous topic about the talents, about the strategy we do, because I think from day one we want to enter, no matter it's a market or product or partnership, we need to set out whole strategies that we can penetrate through from 0 to 1, right? So if we can make sure that everything is quite aligned and every shareholders have the same interest, naturally it will happen. Yeah, it's just like sometimes it takes more efforts or time to push it. Yeah, I would say that.
You're making it sound very easy. So, Adam, would you conclude for us? I think you're gonna say luck, but I think it takes way more than luck. You have way more than luck. So,
No.
What's your tips and what's your suggestion to all of us?
In Taiwan, we usually look at someone doing very great business. So we try to copy that, doing much better than that. So that's what we have. We try to, for the past few years, we have educated as a good problem solver, so we can solve the problem better than others. But in different markets, whatever in U.S. market, Japanese market, or even different regions, I always looking for something I can accomplish with. So not just doing better than that, we can complete each other. So that's the strategy I always thinking about. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So with that, we conclude the panel. Let's give a big round to all the panelists, Adam, Yi-Wei, and Yvonne. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. And that wraps up our Gateway to Taiwan. If you're interested in any of the startups, you can scan that QR code. We have a booth in the middle right when you enter. The Gateway to Taiwan booth. Come talk to us, meet us. We have a ton of startups, and we're happy to share more also about the Taiwan market. If you guys are Japanese startups interested in Taiwan, come talk to us, all right? Thank you so much. Thank you.